Hello everyone, welcome back to my studio and today's After Studio Deep Talk. Have you seen The Boy and the Heron yet? Well, me neither, but I'm very much looking forward to see it once this YouTube video got edited. But something else that came along related to the movie came to my attention. What could that have been? Something quite obscure. Oh yeah, right, I remember. A Colombian woman claimed that she has drawn 25,000 frames and animated essentially the first 15 minutes of Hayao Miyazaki's new film The Boy and the Heron. Spoiler alert, that was a lie, but it escalated immensely. So today's topic is all about fake it till you make it and examples of how far artists and designers are willing to go to gain fame and followers. So, as mentioned, a Colombian woman raised a lot of attention when she proudly stated that she animated the first 15 minutes of the 2-hour-long movie The Boy and the Heron. That itself is already insane because hand drawing 25,000 frames manually is time consuming, and you don't do this as a single person. I think in reality we are talking more about a team of people who work on a 15-minute sequence. Anyway, The Boy and the Heron won a Golden Globe, and soon the national media in Colombia picked up on the woman's success story and broadcasted everything about it, which is understandable. We're talking about a film from Studio Ghibli here. It is a major achievement if you work with Hayao Miyazaki. It sounds like a dream come true. The young woman gave interviews and posted stories thanking platforms who wrote news articles about her. She even has been invited by a local university to give a talk about her experiences at Studio Ghibli. Just think about it again. Everything she claimed up to this point was fabricated, a completely made-up lie. I'm honestly asking myself, how the hell was she able to give a full talk at a university when she basically had no idea on how to animate or any idea on what experience it is to work at such a prestigious studio like Studio Ghibli. It's kind of the same as if someone would invite me to talk a full hour on how to become a Formula 1 race engineer, and somehow I would need to make up things about it. And you've guessed it, I have no clue about racing. I'm already glad when I can refill the window cleaning liquid or whatever the right name is for it. Why the hell would she put herself through this? It has been witnessed that she told the students that Studio Ghibli even sent her a gift and a letter, thanking her for the work she has done and all the late nights and hard work. Over the weeks, the apparent success story got published more and more throughout Colombian media, up to the point when it hit social media and things escalated even more. The story spread so fast, and of course the inconsistencies of her story were recognized by industry professionals. Professional animators quickly pointed out that she doesn't have any established portfolio or any professional animation work on her social media accounts, which, by the way, her accounts have been deactivated by now. On top of that, it turns out that her posted drawings on her DeviantArt profile have been stolen from other artists. The profile since has also been taken down. Furthermore, she claimed that she has a master's degree from the University of Tokyo and speaks Japanese, which of course has not been proved to be true either. So basically, it's just lies over lies and even more lies, just to continue with her story. But she got a lot of attention for it, just maybe not the right kind of attention. A lot of this drama could have been avoided because, guess what? Credits are a thing and her name isn't listed anywhere in them, which if you animate 15 minutes of a 124-minute long movie would be the case for sure. Cartoon Brew spoke with the film's American distributor, G Kids, which confirmed they have a full official credits list for the film, and the woman's name doesn't appear anywhere in the credits for The Boy and the Heron. The last straw broke when she has been invited to an online interview with Pablo Gonzalez, where she showed her physical portfolio. And prospectively speaking, I don't think this is the quality of work what you would expect from anyone who is working on a multi-million-dollar film. Neither is this what a professional portfolio or sketchbook looks like at all. I purposely decided not to show her face or mention her name in this video because, let's be honest, she got enough hate already just by going viral with her lie. But her story is a vital example of how fake it till you make it actually works. Unfortunately, neither the Columbian media nor the university who invited her for the talk has done a fact check. No one asked for proof beforehand, they just kind of believed her story with her vague statements, and that to me is the reason why it is so easy nowadays to gain fame in a quick amount of time. Society is fooled very easily through social media, and this aspect can be used very effectively. With the rise starts to fall. She couldn't back up her statements and of course therefore broke under her own illusion. And all because a little lie she originally told her friends escalated and she kind of went with it because she didn't know how to stop it. She might have even found herself enjoying the wave of fame that she suddenly got. The wish to be successful and most importantly the wish to be famous might have taken over and clouded all rational thoughts. A documentary which investigated the modern desire of becoming famous is Fake Famous. The in 2021 shot documentary directed by Bilton is a social experiment involving 3 non-famous people who attempt to become social media influencers by, you've guessed it, faking fame.
Is a $12 toilet seat.
They use tactics such as buying followers online and faking a luxurious lifestyle by taking photos in their backyard, while geotagging them with luxurious locations such as the Four Seasons Hotel Spa. The documentary follows their progress and discusses issues related to social media. If I remember correctly, for the production of the documentary, the team received roughly 4,000 applications. So there were 4,000 individuals who wanted to become famous and were willing to pay a really high price in exchange. Of course, no one steps out and immediately gets all the opportunities of free vacations and gifts of what we see all the big influencers have. So of course, they had to fake it to make it. And the scary part is, it actually worked. Dominique Druckmann, one of the 3 participants, grew an impressive follower count in no time, just by staging expensive trips and playing along the rules of social media. I watched the documentary and I gotta mention one thing. Dominique is such a sympathetic young woman who never lost herself in this experience. She simply went along with the experiment and always has kept a realistic demeanor towards what was happening.
Du hörst auf, du kriegst einen Stromschlag.
Guess who was biting through a light cable while I was filming? So basically the studio is bunny safe, but he found the one cable which was hanging low enough for him to climb on top onto another object and then just bite through it. Well, anyway, the bunnies are safe and you're doing good, right? The documentary portrays the classical fake it till you make it tactic, which consists of buying followers and later on adding to the full illusion by paying for likes and comments. Also ordered online, of course. In reality, it is a vicious circle. The fake accounts are just bots who will not engage with your content. So if you have thousands of followers but just a few organic likes, it looks suspicious and it becomes very obvious that your account is fake. It is also hell of expensive. In the documentary, they paid well over $100 for roughly 7,500 followers. Now calculate how much you would need to spend on followers, likes, and comments to make it look legit. I'm kind of intrigued to try it myself, like how long and how much effort it would take me to grow a decent following. But of course, without buying fake followers and engagement. That doesn't sound like fun at all to me. But is it possible to grow organically within the same time, but with a lot of hard work? Well, let's see. Maybe I'll give it a try. Fake Famous had another two protagonists. Wiley Heiner, back at that time a real estate assistant, and Christopher Bailey, a fashion designer. Both of these men struggled a lot more with the process of faking fame. Both stopped the experiment midway through and interfered with what was happening with their accounts. Therefore, it is unknown if the fake it till you make it tactic would have worked for them as well. Wiley and Christopher got second thoughts pretty much at the beginning of the process and either deleted all the fake engagement or privated their account. To me, reasonable reactions. Imagine putting up a faked act which isn't backed up with facts and truth. I think most individuals would feel uncomfortable lying on such a big scale, and honestly, I would feel so too. It also has shown how different people react to sudden changes when it comes to their online persona, and most importantly, how high the price is for sudden fame, faking it or not. By the way, did you know that there is a private jet studio set you can rent and take photos in? Well, I didn't, but it's an actual thing and it gets booked quite well. Seeing a sparkle of fame on the horizon can be blinding to many individuals who suddenly become delusional. The amount of content I see online with the headline, "I quit my job to become a full-time influencer and failed," are getting more and more. Thirsting for fame often ends up in feeling miserable and struggling to keep up the act. Not to mention that financially it ruins most people who try. The one exception, Jeffree Star.
What was it like being homeless?
I used to work for Kelly Osbourne.
What?
And I would sleep sometimes down the block. I always was like, fake it till you make it. You look back at my old MySpace photos, I'm like in mansions and Chanel bags and none of that shit was mine.
Kelly Osbourne wasn't like, hey, that's my bag. Those are my shoes.
She didn't see it until later.
What?
Yeah, now she knows. Hi, Kelly.
I honestly believe it when it's stated that Jeffree worked really hard to get there. The results speak for itself. In fashion, we seem to celebrate success above everything. And as an industry, we are well known for loudly promoting our leaders, lauding designers and chief executives for our perception of their brilliance and their glamour. But while we continue to expect perfection at every turn, underneath the veneer of happiness and success are normal people with anxieties and insecurities, just like the rest of us. That was a quote of a Business of Fashion article, "The Perils of Fashion's Fake It Till You Make It Culture." The article mentions the vicious cycle of overspending, overpromising, and overextending, where too many young designers literally mortgage their future just to stay in the game for a few more seasons. Being in fashion is really expensive, especially if you run your own label. With maxed out credit cards and even home equity loans that they may never pay off. They want to hold up the outer image of being ahead of the game and stay relevant as a successful part of the fashion industry, and will sacrifice their literally everything. Us being the outstanding perspective in this scenario only sees the Instagram posts of glamorous new collections and maybe some looks worn by celebrities, plus a huge follower count, of course. But do we really know if these young designers can pay the rent or are dealing with depression? The article mentions the term imposter syndrome, a feeling of being misplaced, a feeling as if our abilities don't meet with what is expected from us. And not to forget, constant anxiety of getting our cover blown by the people around us working. People describe it as being the wolf in the sheepskin, trying to blend in. Having success only on the outside can feel like a hollow, unsatisfying experience. At the end of the day, faking success is nothing but lying to ourselves. Forcing this image of success and fame is just a result of feeling insecure about ourselves. I honestly think that success and great opportunities, like working for Studio Ghibli, for example, only comes across when we work really hard and are patient with ourselves. In most cases, success doesn't come overnight, and let's not forget, with the fast rise comes a quick fall. The most successful role models I personally have had a sustainable and consistent growth, and were able to adjust mentally to the also growing responsibilities. Everyone's success story is different. I'm also not a huge expert on how to fake success, but I would love to hear your opinion in the comments. So feel free, share your experiences, share your thoughts. I want to read through them. Thanks for being here, having an after studio deep talk with me, and I'm looking forward to see you again when I host my next one. Bye, Hans.